Put your hand behind your back, I'm gonna tase you. Put your hand on your back. Put your hand behind your back. I'm not doing it! Taser, taser! Oh, sir, I didn't do it! Put your hand behind your back! Watch it! Put your hand behind your back! Sir, please don't kill me, sir! You're killing me, sir! Sir, you're killing me! It says danger deployment. Watch it! Go get me! Watch it! Watch out! Taser, 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 taser! Put your hands on your back! No, sir, please don't. You're killing me, man! Watch it! Watch out!
Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Wednesday, July 7, 2021. Time is 2:52 p.m. Yes, Jersey time. Very hot, muggy, 90-something degree day kind of day here in New Jersey. Alright, well I have, once again, that's all I ever have is well-trained professionals, you know, dedicated heroes, always out there risking our lives as they protect and serve the neighborhood. Don't ever forget those words. Repeat after me. Well-trained, dedicated, professional heroes. Always risking your life, my life, everybody's life as they are out there protecting the government. That's right, they protect the government, people, not you. Ask yourself, what exactly are they protecting? Well, they enforce laws. Who makes the laws? The government makes the laws. They generate revenue. We're all in agreement on that. They're used to generate revenue. Well, who's the revenue for? It's not for you. It's not for me. It's for the government. So, to you bootlickers out there, you naysayers, tell me where I'm wrong. And speaking of bootlickers, I have another lovely story for you bootlickers. Love to hear your side, your explanation for this story. This comes out of Houston, Texas, KHOU 11. And it's reported on July 1st, 2021. There's some video with it. Two Baytown, oh, well, hold on, let me put the picture up there so you can see it. There it is. Two Baytown police officers, jailer indicted on aggravated assault charges after controversial arrest. Now, I know there has to be a misunderstanding. Always a misunderstanding, you know. The camera, the video doesn't tell the whole story, people. So always remember that, people. The police want you to know that the camera, the video doesn't always tell the whole story. So we have to keep in mind that there might be another narrative, another way of looking at this, okay? And I'm sure the police will come up with it. I have not read the full story, so let's find out. A Harris County grand jury has indicted two Baytown police officers and a jailer Thursday for their role in a case we first told you about in July of 2019. Officers Teddy Sims and Samuel Serrett and jailer Shane Dunlap are charged with aggravated assault. Well, that's disappointing. It's not too often we hear stories about police officers assaulting anybody now, do we? So this has to be an isolated incident. Right, bootlickers? Body cam footage shows them roughing up a Kedrick Crawford, then 45, who was treated at Baytown for his injuries. I'm sure, assuming at the hospital. Nobody's above the law, including those who have a duty to enforce the laws. Well, we know that's a crock of shit. That's propaganda right there. Because if they weren't above the law, then we'd be putting cops in jail one after another instead of giving these sweetheart deals. Crawford told KHOU 11 that things escalated quickly that night after he pulled into the HEB parking lot on Garth Road. In body cam footage, Crawford is heard asking the officers why he's being stopped. Well, let me tell you something, people. You never ask an officer why you're being stopped. I have done that myself, particularly when I was younger. I remember one time I got stopped and I was young at the time, I was in my 20s. And I asked the cop, why am I being stopped? And he almost went off the deep end. Because now you just hit them up with a question. They're not used to you asking them questions. They only want answers. While searching his car, the officer tells Crawford he's free to go at any time. However, seconds later, the video shows the officer grabbed Crawford and slammed him on the hood of the car and then to the ground. Well, they always got to do that. They always got to slam you against something. And rest assured, I haven't watched the video while I'm making this video, but I will watch it. I wonder if the cop is rubbing his junk into him, you know, doing the old dry hump again. The dry hump, the body slam dry hump. Baytown Lieutenant Steve Doris said Crawford was resisting arrest. Yeah, he's resisting arrest because he's getting his head slammed in the hood of a car. These cops are so full of shit. You know, I don't want to say all of them are full of shit because I know a few towns out there, chiefs. They're all right. I can't say nothing bad about them. I mean, considering what they are, I can't say anything bad, and I can't imagine they would allow any of their officers to do anything like this, but it's just so sickening sometimes. Oh, let me read this again. Baytown Police Lieutenant Steve Doris said Crawford was resisting arrest when the officer used a taser on him. Well, I'm sure he was not giving up his Fourth Amendment rights and his Fifth Amendment rights, right? He was giving up, didn't want to give up his Fourth and was exercising his Fifth, right? I knew that for a fact that they was not trying to just beat up a person, they was actually trying to kill me. That's pretty sad when you think you're getting beat up by the cop and you think to yourself, these cops are trying to kill me. It's scary when you think, it really is scary because this could happen to any one of us, particularly if you're a minority, you're black, it could happen to you. And no, I'm not some liberal nut, it's just the realities of life. That if you're black and you got one of these race soldier cops pulling you over who's sick of responding to calls that have black people on it, and he takes out his aggressions on you, he hired an attorney, Ben Crump, and sued the department. The police actually admit that they were punching him and he had to have stitches above his eyes, Crump said. The well-known attorney also represents the family of Pamela Turner, who was killed by a Baytown, well, this seems like a real swinging town, huh? Killed by a Baytown officer a couple of months before Crawford's case. Officer Juan Dela Cruz was indicted in 2020 on a charge of aggravated assault by a public servant. And this all goes right back to the chief. No doubt in my mind that this chief was aware of who his aggressive officers were, and he probably condoned it, and they probably all laughed about it back at headquarters. And where's the good cops in this? I know where the wussy good cops were at. They're idly standing by watching it. Too scared to do anything about it. Baytown, you cannot continue to attack American citizens just because of their color of the skin, Crump said at the time. If convicted, Sims, Serrett, and Dunlap could get from 5 years up to life in prison. Well, we know that won't happen. Okay, so it's a little bit of a short story. There's probably more out there. I'll put this link in the description, and we'll get the video for you also. And just another story in any town in America where a citizen's getting beat up and hurt by the professional heroes, and the good cops, the wussy cops do nothing about it, and the bootlickers continue to make excuses and enable the bad behavior. I'm sure the bootlickers probably said, let me get my bootlicker voice. Well, you know, Gunnison, if they told him to do something, he should have done it. He should have never asked the police why they pulled him over. If the police pull you over, there's a good reason they're pulling you over. You don't have to question them. Just be, you know, just cooperate with them. That's all you got to do is cooperate. Till next time, people.
All right, Matt, thank you. And there are claims today of excessive force and abuse by Baytown police. The accusations coming after we started to see this new body cam video that shows a man getting knocked to the ground and then tased several times by a Baytown police officer.
And now critics are demanding justice for what they say are racial issues within the department. David Gonzalez spoke with the man in that video and Baytown police to learn more about this incident. So what's the scoop, David?
Hey guys, yeah, that man's name is Kedrick Crawford, and he says that things escalated super fast that night. He says that 1 second police told him that he was free to go, and the next he was fearing for his life.
What's going on? I don't understand.
It's body cam footage from July 6th that show Kedrick Crawford asking Baytown police why he's being stopped. While searching his car, the officer tells Crawford he's free to go at any time.
So when am I free to go?
Whenever, man.
But seconds later, the video shows the officer grab Crawford and slam him on the hood of the car and then to the ground. Baytown police say he was resisting arrest when they tased him multiple times.
I'm not looking at this thing as, I knew that for a fact that they was not trying to just beat up a person. They was actually trying to kill.
Crawford's wounds from that night are still healing. His attorney, Ben Crump, says there's a big problem at the Baytown Police Department.
The police actually admit that they were punching him, and he had to have stitches above his eye.
Crump also wants to find a third man seen in the video holding Crawford down. He says Crawford is the latest victim in what he calls a pattern of excessive force used by the Baytown Police Department on minorities.
Baytown, you cannot continue to attack American citizens just because the color of their skin.
Crump also represents the family of Pamela Turner. Turner was shot and killed by a Baytown police officer back in May after being stopped.
The brutality that Baytown police is enforcing on people is going to continue. It's just fortunate that by the grace of God that Mr. Kendrick wasn't killed.
Police say Turner shot the officer with his own taser before that shooting. That case is still under investigation by the Texas Rangers. As far as Crawford goes, police say they found what appeared to be drugs in the car. They have sent those off to a lab to get tested. He's now facing an assault on a public servant charge. And Baytown police say that they won't comment any further on this investigation, but they say that they've tried to talk to Crawford on multiple occasions and he has failed to comply. His attorneys actually say that he's not going to comply because right now they say that they believe that he will not be treated fairly. As far as those officers, well, they are still on duty. Russ?
You told me search my car. I mean, what's going on? I don't understand.
What do you mean? I searched it. Yeah, you go ahead and search. That's what's going on right now.
I don't understand.
What do you not understand, sir? Hey, I'm gonna put your pepper spray back here.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to it, man. No need to be tripping or nothing.
Okay, so what's the issue? I don't understand.
Honestly, you're nervous. I'm seeing some nervous behavior.
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I'm not nervous, but I'm saying, what's going on?
Yeah. I'm just checking you out, man. You gave us consent to search.
I don't have any warrants, right?
No, but hey, you said, oh, this is consensual. You're staying here. You gave us consent to search. Well, yeah, we're gonna search it. You know, I mean, and we haven't found nothing in there.
I got insurance, everything. What's
okay,
going on?
and what does that have to do with anything?
So when am I free to go?
Whenever, man.
Whenever?
Yeah. All right, put your hand in my back.
What did I do?
Don't tense up, dude.
What did I do?
Freaking drop you.
What did I do? What's going on? I don't have anything. What's going on?
I'm taking the ground.
Sir, I didn't do anything.
Put it behind your back.
What's going on? What's going on? I don't know what's going on, sir.
You got his hand?
Yep. What's going on?
129 feet.
What's going on?
129, we're fighting.
Put your hand behind your back, I'm gonna tase
Sir,
you.
I'm just doing it.
Put your hand on your back.
Clear. Oh, yeah.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not doing it.
Taser.
Oh, sir, I didn't do it.
Put your hand behind your back. Watch out! Put your hand behind your back.
No, sir, please don't kill me, sir. You're killing me, sir. They're gonna kill me.
That's it. Taser deployed. Watch out! Let me get. Watch out! Watch out! Put your hands behind your back. Relax. Stop pulling away! Watch out. We are getting quiet yet. Careful, the leaves are all over here. Put your hands behind your back. Roll him towards me. We're going to put this hand behind your back. Let him roll his way. I got this arm. Alright? I got this arm. Okay. Keep going. Yeah, I got this hand. Bring his other one around. I got one arm. You get the other one out. Give me that fucking arm! Hey man, give him your arm, dude. You're fucking bleeding your ass off. Give him your arm. Alright. Let up. Give him just a little bit so you get his arm. Stop. Hey dude. Roll your arm over. Roll your arm over.
Roll your arm over right now, man.
Roll your arm over. Huh?
How much you have?
Roll him my way.
I'm good.
Roll him up. Face up. Give me your arm, man.
We got a bunch of pills individually packaged.
Alright. Go ahead and cuff him. Slow it down, send him out.